You're rocking with me, the one and only djjayerica. This is the djjayerica podcast. I appreciate everybody for tuning in on YouTube. Of course, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more videos. And this video right here that I'm doing is specifically for anybody that want to watch on YouTube and may not have the attention span to actually listen to my full podcast. I am going to start putting up videos for specific hot topics, and anybody else that's interested in hearing the full hour of my show, you guys can listen worldwide on many different podcast distributors, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and many other places. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in, and make sure you guys follow me worldwide at the djjayerica podcast on IG, or at djjayerica just in general, for you guys to get a highlight and updates on things, or go to djjayericapod.com for much more regarding the podcast. And on the show today, we're going to talk about a few hot topics that's been going on in the past week. This week has been a lot of news stories breaking. We're talking about hurricanes. We got celebrities getting into car crashes and things of that nature. So it's just a whole lot that has happened within the past week that I personally want to talk about and discuss with you guys today that's listening to the show right now, and everybody that's out listening worldwide. I appreciate your support. So the top story that we have is Kevin Hart. Of course, comedian Kevin Hart, everybody knows who that is. He got in a car accident and back in last week on Sunday, and his tricked out. It was a Barracuda, a Plymouth Barracuda, 1970s edition car. They were driving down an embankment in California, and their car crashed and went past the embankment. And honestly, when you guys see the photos, I mean, it's nothing but God, okay? That, to me, that Kevin Hart and the three passengers in the car made it out alive. The wreckage, after the wreck, Kevin Hart got out of the car allegedly and went back to his house, where he ended up getting help and assistance. And I mean, I think he was at his house for like an hour or two before they actually called an ambulance for him. But he was very much conscious, and they ended up putting out the 911 tape of a woman calling the police. You would assume that was his wife that called, and they were just talking him through it, and then they had to get paramedics to take him. The other two passengers in the car was a female trainer who got out with minor injuries, and also there was his assistant, I believe, as well. And he also was trapped. Both of them were trapped in the car. He ended up getting out. His assistant ended up getting out from the assistance of paramedics, and they ended up getting him airlifted to the next hospital. It's just crazy because they're saying that Kevin Hart broke his back in 3 places. Okay, so he had to get emergency surgery. People were putting out rumors saying that he was going to be paralyzed, become paraplegic, and of course everybody knows what that means. So he wouldn't be able to walk or even move from the neck down. You know, honestly, after seeing those photos, I mean, if you guys see the photos, of course, I'll put the link below because I got this source from lovescott.com regarding the crash. Yeah, I can say that this shows the power of God and prayer, because that car looked like no one was supposed to make it out alive. And I don't know how anyone made it out alive, or even Kevin Hart. I don't know if it was the impact or the adrenaline rush, how he was able to even get out that car and have a broken back and make it all the way back to his house before collapsing. I'm just wow. Like, you know, and it's just like, this shows people that no matter how much money you have, you can be wealthy. It doesn't matter. That we're not invincible physically. These human bodies, we are not invincible. Anything can happen. You could become injured, and you could be a multi-millionaire, a billionaire, and not be able to live, you know, a full, healthy life because of just circumstances that occur. And this is a moment where you sit there and think about, like, man, like, yeah, Kevin Hart is an amazing talent, but he's human, right? He's a human being. So, for that to happen to him, just as a human being, if he was a regular person, I would definitely pray for him, of course. But to see that someone of his stature could get into something like that and also break your back in 3 places. Now, granted, anybody else that got into an accident like that, they probably would be paraplegic the rest of their life. But luckily, Kevin Hart is a multimillionaire, so he's able to immediately get the surgery that was needed to restore him. They're saying that he's currently in rehab and he's going to need rehab the next few months to try to get his stability back, be able to learn how to walk again and things of that nature. TMZ did catch up with his wife as well when she was walking out of the hospital. She seemed to say that he was going to be okay. And of course she was in a somber mood. I don't know why people were saying that or making allegations. Like I've seen other bloggers making allegations saying that, oh, she was mad at Kevin Hart, or trying to make allegations saying Kevin Hart was under the influence and was driving, but it's saying that that was not true. You know, sometimes accidents happen, you know what I mean? You can't just immediately just jump the gate and say, oh, because he got in a car accident, oh, he had to have been driving drunk. I mean, he was taking a risk driving inside of a car that was restored. It was created in 1970, so it didn't have all of the compact like protection of any regular 2019 or 2018 car from, you know what I mean? So it's just like more of a thing where maybe, you know, before people speak about situations, you should really try to analyze it more, because a lot of people are trying to say, oh, he was drunk, but come to find out, they're saying he's drunk driving, but Kevin Hart wasn't even driving the car, so how could he drunk drive if he didn't drive the car? You know what I mean? You know, long story short, very happy that he made it out of that car crash. But unfortunately, also over the past week, another amazing songwriter and producer lost his life in a car crash. Very sad and unexpected. LaShawn Daniels. A lot of you guys may know him from the Tamar Braxton Events show, Tamar Events. And him being a friend of Tamar Events, and along with being a collaborator to Tamar and helping to produce her single Love and War, and helping to produce her full album that she was premiering on Tamar Events show when she was trying to break out more so as a solo act, because that's not her first solo album, but in my mind, I don't know why, I just feel like Love and War was more so her first solo album, because it was really a more of a relevant album where she had got many Grammy nominations and things of that nature. So, you know, that's one of the things that we can think of. And also, just for you guys are like, okay, so he produced for Tamar Events, and, you know, but he has a track record out of this world. He wrote You Rock My World for Michael Jackson. He wrote Say My Name with Destiny's Child. He's responsible for The Boy Is Mine with Monica and Brandy. He also wrote Telephone with Lady Gaga and Beyonce. I mean, this man's catalog just absolutely phenomenal, and it's just so sad that we lost him at the age of 41 years old. They're saying that it was just a head-on collision and he was killed on impact, they believe.